guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Off the Wall featuring Redman.
Sorry, my hair was itching my nose. I don't think I know that.
Yeah, I actually don't know if you do or not. So it's not a song I listen to a lot. It's old. It's from 2000. It was on the Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps soundtrack. So it's very, very old.
Yeah, I think I saw like the first one and
Yeah.
then like that was it. I don't know.
So it was a good movie. I like them. I like the second one too. It's funny.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a good song for sure. I haven't listened to it in a while. I actually couldn't even tell you the last time I listened to it. Um, but as we know from Eminem's lyrics, Redman's his favorite rapper, so
Yeah, so that's sweet.
they get to do a song together.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we'll do what we normally do. Listen, we'll break it down, all that,
Okay.
right?
Sounds good.
Yes.
And of course, this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks, which is one of my absolute favorite meat snacks ever. This is the bison sliders flavor. I love all of their sliders, especially the lamb sliders. And this one has 100% grass-fed bison, Redmond real salt. They're absolutely delicious. They're like eating a meat potato chip. I will show you what it looks like. I'm not going to eat one because we do all of our videos live and I'm just going to be chewing and eating, so I'm not going to waste your time with that, but I will tell you that they're absolutely delicious and incredible, and I love them. And they are regeneratively raised, grass-fed beef. Like, you really can't get better than that. It's Joe Rogan's favorite snack, as is mine. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for 15% off your order, first order only, and the link is in the description below. We are also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is my favorite place to get tickets from, whether it be for concerts, sporting events, comedians, literally anything, they have it. And you will save $20 off your first purchase with coupon code WithSmith right here. And the link is in the description below. Yeah, there's Matt Rife. If you think he's funny, let me know. Because we don't. And follow us on social media channels. I'll put them right there. And yeah, that's it. That's about it. Oh,
So
it's a very different picture than what they usually are.
this was the only lyric video I could find, and
Yeah.
I didn't even check to see if the lyrics looked right, so I have no clue. So
Okay, so it's a crapshoot.
this is what we're dealing with.
You know the song well enough, though, where you'll be able to point it out.
Yeah, I have the lyrics on my phone pulled up like I normally do to make
Yeah,
sure.
just to be sure that we're not reading nonsense.
Yes.
Like last video.
Yes.
That was crazy.
All right, here we go. Off the wall.
Yo, yo, yo. No matter what people say, I'm gonna keep rapping this way. No matter what you may think, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. All the worst things is fat bald men decided to write songs and teach mouths with tears to sing. I'll stick Britney Spears in a room full of mirrors so she gets 50 years of bad luck. Causing terror to Christina Aguilera when I grab her by the hair and drag her across the Sahara. Beware of this rap terrorist with a therapist with a hair up his ass like a rabbit crawling his pants. Got a habit of holding Tylenol in his hands till it melts in his fucking palms and dissolves in his glands. So who is the fool who'd visit the playground with 2 biscuits to lay down the school district? Get pistol whipped with a Mossberg with a pistol grip and fed pit bull shit. Sniff glue sticks like I give 2 shits. If I get too rich, I just get sued.
I leave with no injury after I blow 4 in ya. One handstand on top of your ninja. Crash it, stir the madness. So y'all out of work like Tony Atlas. Walking with cans in a laundry basket. America's most with the army after us. Fuck flossing, we take what's yours. Unload 15 like the ace and 4. I'm out of work, but Doc laid them off.
Shit, the power's out.
The tape is off. Yo, you targeted from arsonists. Paper make pins filled with arsenic. I got hoes that don't know what Prada is. That can shape up, cut your barber miss. Fade you with a bloody blade. I turn rap camps into Crystal Lake. And fuck bitch's face, I'ma do. Cause that's what white boy Tano do.
So it's like very early Eminem.
Yeah, his voice even sounds different.
Yeah, and just like what he's rapping about and the way he's rapping, definitely.
So you don't recognize this, right?
No, I never
This
heard this
your first time
before.
hearing it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So Eminem starts off with, I don't know if this is the bridge or chorus, whatever. I think we hear this a couple times.
Hmm.
So Eminem comes in, he says, no matter what people say, I'm going to keep rapping this way. No matter what you may think, I'm going to keep doing my thing.
All right.
So straightforward.
Yeah.
All right. So Eminem comes in, he's got the first verse. He says, I'm the worst thing since fat bald men decided to write songs to teach Mouseketeers to sing. So that's a lot going on there.
So he's talking about like oh God, like the Disney people.
Yes. So Britney Spears was a
Yes,
Mouseketeer.
yes.
Um,
Christina Aguilera,
Justin
Justin
Timberlake,
Timberlake,
all of them. Yes.
more people that I can't even think of. Wasn't like Ryan Gosling one of them or something
Yeah,
like
I
that?
forget. So yeah,
The Mickey Mouse Club.
they took the people from the Mickey Mouse Club, and I guess the ones that could sing, they wrote songs and
Yeah,
taught
because
them.
it threw me off when you said Mouseketeers. I was like, wait,
Mhm.
what is the Mouseketeers? I was like, oh, it's the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
I
So
never watched that though. That was a little before
me either. I never watched
my
it either.
time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he's referring to. So he's, I'm the worst thing since Fat Bald Man decided to write. So he's saying he's worse than that.
Worse than the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah. Well, then the fat bald men decided to write
The
songs to teach them.
idea
He's worse
of
than that.
like
Yeah.
having that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he says, I stick Britney Spears in a room full of mirrors so she gets 50 years of bad luck, which is pretty tame. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but
very
for some
funny.
reason that just makes me think of it's so mean, American Horror Story, the first season when Jessica Lange puts Nan in the room full of mirrors.
So I don't remember the scene, but
Yeah,
I know.
it's so
Yeah.
mean.
Then he continues, causing terror to Christina Aguilera while I grab her by the hair and drag her across the Sahara. So his rhyming there is pretty cool with her name and then Sahara.
Yeah,
Beware of this rap terrorist with a therapist with a hair up his ass like a rabbit crawled in his pants. So
it's like self-explanatory
he's the
again.
rap terrorist, and then I guess he's just letting us know that he has a therapist because he's crazy.
Yeah,
And then I'm assuming he's the one that has a hair up his ass, not the
because
therapist.
back then it wasn't so commonplace to have a therapist. It was
Yeah,
like frowned upon. Like if you had
it
one,
wasn't
you
common.
probably weren't telling anyone that you have one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it wasn't cool to be like, "Oh, I'm going to go see my therapist." It was like, "No, you're going to go say that you have like a family function and then, you know, go see your therapist with your hood up and pretend like no one can see you walking through the door."
Yeah. So he does the play on to says with a hair up his ass.
Like
So
a
like
rabbit, like a hair
so he,
rabbit.
it's a play on so that if you have someone has a hair up their ass, it's like, they're like they're
Yeah, like a
angry,
stick up
whatever
their
it
ass.
is.
They're just bothered.
And then HARE hair, it's the play on the rabbit.
Yeah.
Then he says, got a habit of holding Tylenol in his hands till it melts in his fucking palms and dissolves in his glands. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think Tylenol would work that way, but
I mean, if you
pretty
hold it
wild.
long enough, it will melt around in your hands.
I guess some of it will get into your bloodstream.
Yeah, it's the slow way of doing things.
So then Redman has one line. He says, so who is it? And then Eminem comes back in. He says, the fool who visits the playground with 2 biscuits to lay down the school district. So
Biscuit, a
gun.
gun,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's going to lay out the whole school district with his guns.
Okay. So we're school shooting again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get pistol whipped with a Mossberg with a pistol grip and fed pit bull shits.
Ew.
Sniff glue sticks like I give 2 shits. If I get rich, I just get sued. Okay.
If I get too rich.
Okay, yeah.
Is
So
that correct?
it is, I'm confused. So where he says, so get pistol whipped with a Mossberg, got that. With a pistol grip, got that. And fed pit bull shits.
Like dog poop, pit bull poop.
Oh, so he's gonna make them eat. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
For some reason, the shit being plural threw me off.
Like, because he's saying get this and that. So
Yeah.
it's also get fed pit bull
Oh shit. Yeah, he's gonna
shits.
force you to eat it. Yes.
Ew.
And he sniffs glue sticks, which the glue sticks don't do anything, but we get sniffing glue.
Yeah.
And if I get too rich, I just get sued.
The glue sticks don't do anything.
The glue sticks are non-toxic.
What
Like,
about toxic glue?
yeah, I don't know if they make those. Maybe they will. All right, so that was Eminem's first verse, and then Redman comes in. So he says, "Yo, I leave with no injure after I blow four in ya. One hand stand on top of yo ninja. Crash it, dockster the madness till y'all out of work like Tony Atlas." Okay, so Redman rhymes so interestingly. It makes sense to me that that's why Eminem likes him.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes he's hard to follow, if you're not used to listening to him. You know what I mean?
So let me try. So he
This is
leaves with no injury, like he's not gonna get hurt after he hits you 4 bullets. In a handstand on top of you.
of your ninja.
Well, we know what he means by that,
So it's
right?
so I don't know. So he is saying ninja, and it's not it's not like edited. Sometimes you'll hear people say ninja instead of the N word, right? He actually is saying ninja here. So I don't know if it is a play on, you know what I
I would
mean? Because he could
think, or
say
you
it.
could just say ninja. Like I've heard people just say that.
I know.
I don't know.
One hand stand on top of your ninja. So I guess he's doing. Oh wait,
He's doing the handstand and he's shooting you in the head or
maybe.
shooting you somewhere,
Yeah.
and then crash it, doxter the mad. I don't know, crash it. I don't know. But doxter the madness. So is he talking to Dr. Dre?
No, so one of Redman's alter ego.
People's?
No, one of his
Oh,
alter egos. His nickname is uh Doctor the Funk Doctor Spock. I think he
oh.
says it later in the song actually. But so anytime you
Did you say
so
Dr. Spunk?
Spock. So anytime you hear him refer to Doc in this song or Eminem say Doc, they're referring to Redman, not Dr. Dre.
Okay.
So yeah, he actually says his full name later. Um,
And then till y'all
out
out
of
of
work
work
like
like Tony
Tony.
Atlas. I don't know who that
So
is.
Tony Atlas is like like a bodybuilder guy.
And he's
So
out of work.
so it's a play on working out work.
Oh, okay,
So
got
it's like
it.
a play on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Then he says, walking cans in the laundry basket, America's most with the army after us. Fuck flossing, we take what's yours. Unload 15 like an ace in four. I'm out of work, but Doc laid them off. Shit, the power's out, the tape is off.
Okay.
So, walking cans in the laundry basket.
To collect the coins from the coin operated laundry machines? I don't know.
So, I don't know if that ties in where he does till y'all out of work like Tony Atlas. So, is he saying you're going to be out of work and you're going to be walking and having cans in the laundry
Like you're gonna have
basket?
to be robbing the laundromat?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So this is what I'm saying. He's got very obscure things, and I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying with that line.
America's Most Wanted. Army
Yes,
is after them. Fuck
yes,
flossing, like fuck
we take.
showing off. We're just gonna take your shit.
Yes,
And then unload 15 like an ace and four. An ace, correct me if I'm wrong, 11
yeah,
plus
one or
four,
11, but yeah,
15.
11 there, obviously.
Well, yeah, otherwise it doesn't really make much sense.
Yes. He says, yeah, I'm out of work, but Doc laid them off. I'm out of work, but Doc laid them off. So this is what's confusing. So when he says I'm out of work, I don't know if he's referring to like I'm out of work like drugs or he's not working this second, like he finished his work, you know what I mean? But then he says Doc laid them off. So that's his alter ego, the funk doctor, Spock.
So if Doc's laying them off, like Doc shot them all.
So it's a play on
But if
out
he's
of
out of work,
and laid
he's
off.
like,
It's a play on
he
that.
took care of everything he needed to take care of.
I guess so. And
Like,
then
I'm done
yeah, and
for
then
the day.
Eminem says shit, the power's off. The power's out, and then Redman says the tape is off.
So they're not recording.
I guess so. Then he continues. He says, "Yo, you targeted from arsonists, papermate pens filled with arsenic. I got hoes that don't know what Prada is. Doc could shape up, touch your barber, miss." All right, so you're targeted from arsonists. So he's saying, I guess him and Eminem are
They
arsonists.
start
They're
fire. Oh,
targeting,
because fire. They start fire. Like they're on fire. Their raps are fire.
yeah. And then
Fire.
papermate pens filled with arsenic. I like that. It's very specific. The type of pens.
Well, those are the best kind.
Mhm. And then arsenic. So obviously they write, poisonous,
Actually,
deadly
is Bic
stuff.
paper mate? Or are those two different
I think
things?
they're different. I
Okay.
think.
I
And
like
then,
Bic.
so he says, I got hoes that don't know what Prada is. So I guess
So
they're
they're
like,
just like so not interested in like anything.
they're like unaware. So I don't know if he's saying like they're like poor and don't know, or they don't care. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think it's that like they're too focused on like getting money or like doing their own thing, or like maybe they're just like,
If you were focused on getting money, you'd know what Prada is. Do you know
that's
what I mean?
true.
So I'm not sure exactly what he means by it. I don't know.
I mean, I know when I think of people who I know who aren't familiar with designers, it's just like they're just not interested in it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they're just super hardcore, like
maybe.
hard ladies.
And then the line he says, Doc could shape up, touch your barber, miss.
So your hair.
So a shape up is a type of haircut. This is, but Doc could shape up. So he's doing a play on. So I don't. So I don't know if the shape up is going on to the line before with the women that don't know what Prada is. I mean, like I could shape you up, like I could teach you about these things, right? But shape you up could be
Like
touch your
kill
barber, miss.
you? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. It's a play on the barber scheme with the shape up,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's a
because then
double
he goes
entendre.
into fade you with a bloody blade.
Yeah. So I
And I
think that's
turned rap
shape you up.
camps into Crystal Lake.
Yeah, so that's straightforward.
Well,
Bloody
not if you
blade.
don't know Crystal
Oh no,
Lake.
I was talking about the bloody blade with
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
barber scheme. Obviously, fade is still another thing. And then yeah, I turned rap camps into Crystal Lake.
That is okay, it's not
Camp Crystal Lake.
holy mac. I have such bad pregnancy brain. Which one's Friday the
It's
13th?
it's Jason, right?
Jason's Friday the 13th? Oh, and then Freddy is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I always confuse the two because they're like they're different, but they're like go hand in hand in my brain.
Yeah, so in the original it's Camp Crystal Lake,
Yeah,
which is I believe where he drowned as a little boy.
yeah,
And then so he's saying I turned rap camps. So
because it's a camp.
it's a play on camp, but typically, like if you're referring to like a rap camp, you're like, oh, it's like your crew, your label, whatever, right? So he's doing a nice play on that. And then he says, "Fuck bitch's face is what I'ma do, because that's what white boy Tano do."
Is that like a double entendre
I
though?
don't know if you noticed the way he delivered the line. And again, this is the year 2000. He
Hold
says,
on, what?
"What?"
So fuck bitch's face is what I'm gonna do.
So
So,
that's just straightforward.
but it's also a double entendre. It's either he's gonna kill you or like literally like fuck
So
girls
I didn't get that
in the
as
face.
killing you. I just interpreted that as, just literally oral sex.
Yeah.
But then the next line where he says, because that's what white boy Tano do. So it's a play on, I don't know if you remember the South Park with Brian Boitano. It's like, what would Brian Boitano do? He would kick an ass or two. So from the movie. So it was a figure skater, Brian Boitano. So but the way he delivers the line, he says, because that's what white Boitano do. He delivers it in the similar melody to the South Park song. Yeah. So again, this is 23 years ago at this point that came out. So yeah, it's a little nod to South Park. All right. We're going to keep going.
Oh right. Okay.
What white boy Tano do?
So how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood to get drunk, school in the fight, cause we're getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if y'all don't wanna bump to this.
Yeah, so how's everybody feeling tonight? Hope you in the mood to get rude and ill in the fight, cause we getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if you don't wanna walk.
No matter what people say, I'ma keep rapping this way. No matter what you may think, I'ma keep doing
You
my
right, Jack? Spitting hospital, son, admitted. Rip your lips off, kiss my ass with it. Slap bitches, stop Marshall maps. We X in the acid tabs, did it. I'm what's happening with no rerun. Doc robbed the neuro when the heat come. My barrel, hang out the Camaro. Aimed at the nose, so them hoes is hard to breathe from. Flash the gap, yo town bow guarded. Yo wallet, yo chain, the main target. Beef is like cold engine, don't start it. Bust in the air and hit an airplane pilot. We clown you, raps around, sounds around you. From 10 speed and brown shoe. Dr. Eminem, cop the Eminem. Blood flows with two apocalypse in them. Doctor.
Meets the punk rocker, got the drug stock beside the lunchbox. Pop jump like I just got jumped. Pop the trunk and pulled out the shotgun pump. Knock wood, it's all good, thank God for vodka. But with my luck, I'll probably get shot by a stalker. Probably got a fanatic waiting upstairs in the attic with an automatic calling me up there. My man stand with a gat in his hand, staking my house out in a 10 tennis sedan. Pull your mouth out so you can't finish a damn ham sandwich, or you can't spinach or spam. You gotta sip through a straw, shoplift through the mall. Pictures of me on my mom's living room wall. Hey, ma, maybe I'll give you a call. Psych, you fucking bitch, suck a dick in 2 balls. I'm giving you all my job descript, which is to piss bitches and priest off of this. Hey, pop more pills than police officers arrive at the scene to pull me off the kid. Teeth off my dick, hands off my balls, but y'all can kiss my ass, pants off and all. Cause I'm so goddamn off the wall, I might as well just be a pain smashed on the floor.
So how's everybody feeling tonight? Hope you in the mood to be rude to ill in the fight. Cause we getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if you don't wanna fuck to this.
So how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood to get drunk and screw in the fight. Cause we getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if y'all don't wanna fuck to this. No matter what people say, I'ma keep rapping this way. No matter what you may think, I'ma keep doing my thing. No matter what people say, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. No matter. Oh.
Okay. So we let it run.
Yes, we did.
All right. So the chorus, which we actually didn't get into, is the first time we're hearing it. Says, so how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood to get drunk and scream in a fight, or is it end fight?
Check.
I don't know. It sounded like he said end fight. So it says in a fight here too. I mean, whatever.
Either way works.
We get what it means.
It's fine.
And then he says, cause we getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if y'all don't want to bump to this. And then you hear off the wall. So how's everybody feeling tonight? Hope you're in that mood to get rude and ill in a fight.
Okay.
Cause we getting down for the fuck of it. So suck my dick if you don't want to bump off the wall.
So pretty self-explanatory here.
They want to get fucked up and fight and party and just
And scream.
be wild. And
Don't forget scream.
yes, off the wall. So yeah, we get it. And that was Eminem mostly. And then later we hear Redman do it. And then Eminem too. So like they take turns kind of in the chorus.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then
Switches it up.
Eminem does the hook again, which we heard at the beginning of the song. Okay. So Redman comes in. Yeah,
that's
these
not
lyrics
right.
are wrong. So he says, yo, what my jabs are spitting, hospital, son, admit it. So jabs, Jabs.
So that could
are
also
spitting.
be, so it's punches or rhymes.
Yeah,
Like
and then
his-
so
his
it's
line.
I don't know if he meant this, but we know, especially now because of COVID, jabs are referred to like shots. So he has
Yeah.
hospital. So he does the hospital, son, admit it. So he's doing a play on getting admitted to the hospital.
Because his jabs are ill.
Yeah. And then he says, rip your lips off, kiss my ass with it, slap bitches, got Marshall Maths. And then you hear
Maths.
Maths. So like Marshall Mathers.
It sounds like a YouTube channel of like a guy who's like trying to teach people math.
And yeah, and it's not got. It says slap bitches, doc, Marshall Maths, print it. So he's saying you have Redman and Eminem print it, meaning like it's going to be a song, right? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, this is good. We're going to put this out there. Then he says Weed X and the Acid Tabs did it.
So weed, ecstasy, and acid.
Yeah. Doc, Rob De Niro, When the Heat Come.
Wait, you missed a line, I think.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Right?
The Acid Tabs did it. On What's Happening with no rerun. So
That's a show from a long time ago,
and
right?
Rerun was the main character in What's Happening.
Okay. He's like a little guy.
So it's a play on What's Happening with no rerun. So it's a play on the show What's Happening and the main character's rerun. But when he's saying no rerun, it also means I'm not
No
doing
one
the
can
same.
imitate me.
I'm not doing the same shit. You know what I mean? It's new,
Okay.
yeah. And then Doc, Rob De Niro, When the Heat Come. So Robert De Niro was in the movie Heat. So it's a
There's a
play
lot
on
of
that.
like really, really almost borderline references that I don't really know.
Yeah. Then he says, my barrel hang out the Camaro, aimed at the nose of them hoes. It's hard to breathe from. So, I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
He's got the gun at the Camaro, aimed at the nose of them hoes. It's hard to breathe from. So, aimed at the nose, hard to breathe, right? It's a little play on that. Then he continues, flash the gap, your town, bogarting. So he's going to come to your town, show the gun, and he's going to bogart take over your town. right? Because that expression, if you're like bogarting,
Yeah.
so he's doing that to the town.
No one ever said that where I'm from.
So they did. People would say it.
You say chiefing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then he continues. He says, "Your wallet, your chain, the main target." So that's what he's doing. Beef is like a cold engine. Don't start it. Bust in the air and hit an airplane pilot. So that's straightforward. Cold engine, don't start.
Yeah.
And then he's going to shoot in the air and it's going to go all the way up and hit a pilot. Then he continues, "We clowned you, rap surround sounds around you."
That's pretty cool.
I know, it sounds good. I like the way
Yeah.
it sounds. From 10 Speed and Brown Shoe. So this is another reference to a
Cop.
no. So this was a show. I think it was a cop show, right? And it was 10 Speed and Brown Shoe were the characters' names, and one was white and one was black. Let me see, actually. There's got to be an annotation on this. Let's see. Yes, there is.
Oh, it's the name of the show? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What year was that?
I don't know. It says Redman is likening himself and Eminem to 10 Speed and Brown Shoe, a white-black buddy cop show featuring two detectives played by Ben Vereen and Jeff Goldblum. Fuck Jeff Goldblum. So he's saying from 10 Speed and Brown Shoe, so he's referring to Eminem and himself as like those buddy
Oh,
cops.
yeah.
Then he says, "Doc and Eminem, cock the Eminem, blood flows with Tupacalypse in them." Okay. I don't know what the Eminem.
Is there a gun brand that's
I'm
Eminem?
trying to think.
I can look it up.
So Mossberg. Huh. So whatever. He's saying Doc and Eminem to them too, like 10 Speed and Brown Shoe. They have, I'm assuming it's a gun reference. And then Blood Flows with Tupacalypse in them. So Tupacalypse is the name of a Tupac album. Um, Blood Flows with Tupacalypse in them. Are you getting anything with? Oh,
I mean,
is that a brand? Oh,
I guess
I mean,
not
it's
very popular,
Eminem
but
AK-47. So yeah, literally M and M. It looks like that is a brand of firearms.
yeah,
Interesting.
it might even be like just like how like Dark Storm they make their own guns, and
Maybe.
then they're like DSI
It could be.
guns. So like a DS9 isn't really like it's the brand, but it's like not everyone's
I
gonna
don't
know what
know,
a
'cause
DS9.
that said Eminem AK-47, so it
But
does
there's
seem like
no
it's a
actual
brand.
brand website for them. It's just like some stores have like one or two guns by them, and that's it.
Yeah,
It could just
interesting.
be like a store that makes guns.
Yeah. So either way, Eminem and Redman, they're cocking their guns. Blood flows, so they're killing people. It says with Tupacalypse in them. So that's another line that's
Like
a little
Tupac,
so that's the name of an album by Tupac, Tupacalypse. Blood flows with Tupacalypse in them. I don't know if he's
like saying
referring
that
to
their rap flows are like Tupac inspired. I don't know.
blood flows. I don't know if
Like their rap flow, blood flow. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know if Hail Mary's not on that song because I was thinking that's on Machiavelli. So whatever. I mean, we get the sentiment of what he's saying, right?
Sort of.
And then Eminem comes in. So he says, "It's like Funk Doctor meets the punk rocker, got the drugs stocked inside the lunchbox, popped junk like I just got jumped, popped the trunk, and pulled out the shotgun pump." So that's like very like crazy. The syllables, the rhyming scheme that he does there.
Yeah.
So it's Funk Doctor meets the punk rocker. So
Their nicknames, I
so
guess. And then Eminem just like made that up for
Eminem is calling
himself.
himself the punk rocker. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you think about it at the time, he's not very rap. He's got blonde hair, he's got earrings, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that is more punk rocker like.
true.
And then the drug stocked in the lunchbox, and then pop junk like I just got jumped. So, I mean, junk is like heroin typically. It could be any drugs. And then popped the trunk and pulled out the shotgun pump. Knock wood, it's all good. Thank God for vodka, because with my luck, I'll probably get shot by a stalker. Probably got a fanatic waiting upstairs in the attic with an automatic calling me up there. My man Stan, with a gat in his hand, staking my house out in a tan tinted sedan. It's very like sick the way he's delivering the rhymes. So he's just telling a story about how crazy he is, right? He's got the drugs and the gun, and he's saying, "Thank God for the vodka, because my luck, I'd probably get shot by a stalker." So I guess he's saying, the vodka makes him like wild and crazy, and
Yeah.
he's alert, I guess.
And then saying he's got like a stalking fan up in the attic. And then he mentions Stan.
So this is interesting because this was released in 2000,
When was
which
Stan?
the Marshall Mathers LP, I believe, was 2000 as well. So
So it's like which this
I
probably came after.
I would maybe, I don't know. I have to Google that, but it's interesting. Yeah, referring to Stan. All right, then he continues.
Like which came
I
first.
know. I mean, I'm sure even if the Marshall Mathers LP wasn't out, he probably wrote it already by this point. You know what I mean?
Maybe, unless he did the song with him and then just thought about that and was like, wait, I have a great idea.
Yeah.
And then just wrote it. I don't know.
Then he says, pull your mouth out till you can't finish a damn ham sandwich or your canned spinach and spam. So you say pull your mouth out? That's yeah, pull your mouth out till you can't finish a damn ham sandwich or your canned spinach and spam. So I guess he's pulling your mouth out. I don't know if like your tongue out or like ripping it open.
Or
Do you know
kind
what
of
I
like
mean?
Popeye.
Yeah.
Mm,
Till you got to sip through a straw, shoplift through the mall, pictures of me on my mom's living room wall. So he's gonna rip your mouth out till you're sipping through a straw, and then shoplift through the mall. I'm assuming he's the one shoplifting through the mall. He's not saying the person that he just did that to. And then, so this is
mhm.
interesting. Picture me on my mom's living room wall. Hey, Ma, maybe I'll give you a call. So we know about his problems with his mom.
Yeah.
And then he says, Psych, you fucking bitch, suck a dick and two balls, which is very funny. Then he says, I'm giving you all my job descript, which is to piss bitches and priests off with this. And then you hear the ad lib of Need Jesus. Pop more pills, tell police officers, arrive at the scene and pull me off of Kim, teeth off my dick, hands off my balls, but y'all can kiss my ass, pants off and all. So he's doing drugs till the cops come and pull him off of Kim. So then when he says teeth off my dick, hands off my balls, is he referring to Kim?
Is she attacking him or
I
is
don't know. So that's why I'm confused. I guess
teeth?
she's the one that's biting his dick and, I don't know, grabbing his balls. I'm confused about that. But either way, he says you could kiss my ass, pants off and all, because I'm so goddamn off the wall. I might as well just be a painting smashed on the floor.
Like off the wall.
Yeah, it would literally be off
That's
the
a good
wall.
one.
Yeah. And then they just go in back into the chorus, which is Eminem, which we already covered, and then like I said, Redman does a little, and then Eminem does, and then it closes out again with I don't know what this is, the
Yeah,
hook, the bridge.
something or
And he's,
other.
I'm gonna keep doing my thing no matter. And then the beat stops and he goes, oh, which is a theme that he carried on throughout his career, where he's still rhyming and stuff, even though the beat stops. And that is it.
Okay.
So off the wall.
Very interesting. I wasn't sure what to expect when it first started. It sounded like a lot of farting.
It was.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, what is this? It's like, what am I in for? But
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. They're both like really good. Um, Redman, he's a little he raps about like more things that I was just like not familiar with just because of the age difference. Like I'm 31, so I'm not really familiar with a lot of the references he was making.
Yeah.
Some of them, but like not all too familiar with all of them. But he was really good. Like it was like he makes you think, which is nice.
Yeah. No, he's definitely unique. I like Redman. He's not like one of my favorite rappers, but he's always wild and talking about crazy shit, which is what I said, why it makes sense that Eminem, like likes him so much.
Yeah, and Eminem's was really good. It's nice, kind of refreshing to hear since we've been going over his more recent things. So it's nice to hear like his
His old school
craziness.
wild. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and we always decide who won here.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone won.
I would give it to Eminem just
Yeah.
specifically for that last little part, the way he started off that fourth verse, his second verse, where what does he say? Yeah, got the drug stocked in the lunchbox, pumped Pop Junk, like I just got jumped, pop the trunk and pull the shotgun. That whole scheme
No,
is
it's
very
great.
sick.
They're both great, but they're both great, really.
Yeah.
Maybe Eminem won, but I really do think they were both great.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I did this song because somebody requested it. I should have said that at the beginning, but
Yeah, that's
somebody
okay.
said on our album review, so that's why I did it. So whoever you are, you know who you are.
Yes.
Did it for
And
you.
thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So be sure to check out Carnivore Snacks, SeatGeek. Oh my God, my pregnancy brain. I can't think. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys soon.
See you. Bye.
Bye.